Hello, Scorpio Masculine. This is going to be a love reading for the sign of Scorpio, specifically Scorpio Masculine. This is going to be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Scorpio, as well as 5th house, 7th house, 10th house in Scorpio as well. If you just have a strong presence of Scorpio in your chart, this will apply to you. So I'll go ahead and get started. This is the current energy. What I see as the central issue for you in love right now, Scorpio Masculine, is the Five of Pentacles. So right off the bat, I see that whoever you are thinking about, whoever it is that you want to be with, you are probably not together right now because there is a feeling of being left out in the cold. There is a feeling of abandonment here. It could be on a deeper level that you may have abandonment issues. However, I do see that there is instability and a breakup in this relationship. The person who's on your mind is showing up as the Nine of Pentacles. So this is somebody who is free. They are single and they're enjoying being single. They're loving being single. They're doing well. They can take care of themselves. Like, they're good. And so perhaps this person walked out, either you or this person did, and that's left you feeling, that's left this central issue of just feeling left out in the cold and wanting some attention from this person. You may or may not be getting it. As I see in your emotions, we have the Six of Swords and the Seven of Swords. So what I see is what you want. I see we have the Hangman and the Five of Cups reverse. Five of Cups upright is a very, very depressed energy. This person is really, 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 really sad, really, really in a state of regret and sorrow. It is reverse. And so I feel like what you want is I feel like you want to move on to calmer waters. I get the feeling you want to move on to calmer waters either with or without this person. I think that you would like it to be with this person, but I feel like this has been probably going on for a while now. I don't think this is someone who walked away yesterday or a week ago. But it could be for some of you guys. But I feel like you want to move on to calmer waters either with or with this person, preferably with this person. And that's where this Seven of Swords might be coming into play, because if the person that you're thinking about is in a state of enjoying their singlehood, that means that they really are not interested in being in a relationship with you, or quite practically, quite possibly anybody. So with the Seven of Swords energy, you don't want to kid yourself into, or fool yourself, deceive yourself by wanting to try to make something work. If someone doesn't want to be with you, they don't want to be in a relationship, you can't really change that. If they're not coming at you like that, then that's just not how they feel. But that could be just for some of you. What I have happening in the past is the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Pentacles reverse. This could be someone that you were married to, and often they have the Queen of Pentacles reversed in their energy. So this is a court couple. This is often a married couple, or at least a couple that have been together for a very long time, lived together. You guys were together, there was a marriage or a long-term togetherness here. What I have for them in the past is the Ace of Swords reversed and the Ten of Cups reversed. So I feel like this person may not have been happy. Maybe there could have been some lies. We do have the Seven of Swords here. We also have pay attention to the red flags for your energy. I'm just going to read off what we have. So we have for you, we have codependence, pay attention to the red flags, and free yourself. Then for them, we have trust, stay optimistic about your love life, and it is safe for you to love. So with these cards, I feel like they may have some trust issues. Perhaps you were the one that was kind of sneaky with the Seven of Swords energy. But I will say another storyline that came to mind with this codependency is, with the Wheel and the Queen of Pentacles reverse, that could very well be a loss of stability, not just in the relationship, but perhaps a loss of finances. Maybe there was a breakdown of finances um, with this codependency issue that has a lot to do with addictions. It says addictions are affecting your love life. So maybe, there was a breakdown in this relationship due to someone having addictions and there was a loss of finances, or it could have just been with the loss of finances. Five of Pentacles, I mean, this is also a card of someone having financial issues. This person is pretty much begging, right? You also have free yourself. So whatever your addictions are, it may not be addictions to anything in particular. Maybe it's just saying free yourself from this person, free yourself from the bond that you are having towards this person that you can't get out of. I don't see the devil here, but I'm surprised I don't see the devil here. But you know what I mean? Either there's some type of codependency and it's going to be different for everybody. So you would know what that means. What I see you doing is the Seven of Wands reversed and the Page of Swords reversed. So I think at one point, I feel like you're not really fighting for this anymore. I think that maybe at one point you were, you may have tried to keep this together. You may have been spying on them. I think that's tempering down now. I don't think you're spying on them as much as you may have. There may be just no communication at all. Perhaps you're not standing up for yourself or standing up for what it is that you stand for or what you believe in. I feel like you're just not really, you've kind of like let your defenses down. Usually this is a card of being defensive. And I feel like you're not really even communicating with this person regarding maybe how you feel or anything at all. I just feel like there's kind of you're in like this period of suspension with the Hangman. Like I said, we do have the Hangman here. Hangman is about being in suspense and not really doing much. Seeing things from another perspective. It's not that you're not taking any action, but there's actually a lot going on with inside a person when they're in this Hanged Man energy, because it's almost a whole nother transformation taking place, where you're able to see things from a different perspective. It's very much lonely. It's going within and looking at the world and looking at the situation from a different point of view. And I feel like with that being your wants, being what you want, is you want to come out of feeling depressed. You want to come out of being in this, just state of suspension. You want to either come together with this person or just get out of this feeling in general. You want to go to calmer waters. You want to move on. That is what I feel here. So I'll go ahead and we'll get into their energy. So just some of the energies that I see with the King and Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, you could be very well dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. We have air on the board. We have fire with the Wands, Seven of Wands. Major energies, we have Pisces with the Hanged Man. We have Taurus with the Hierophant. We also have Cups, so that's also Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So I have you could be dealing with anybody. But with this person, I feel like how do they feel about you? King of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands reversed. They don't feel optimistic. I feel like this person has some trust issues. So that could be the reason why maybe they're not open to relationships in general. Maybe they have issues in general, or they're not trusting you. Something happened where there's a lack of trust. Um, yeah, they don't feel like it's safe to love. They have trust and stay optimistic. And with the Ace of Wands being the card of optimism and, um, inspiration, they do not feel inspired. I feel like they do miss you because what they're doing is the Six of Cups, which is about, um, which is about, you know, the people in this card. This guy is handing her flowers. It's the past relationship card, past life card, or if not, it's just about someone from the past. And it's like remembering, having good thoughts, having sweet memories. They're going through right now a period of nostalgia, and that could very well be because we are in retrograde. We're in Mercury retrograde. We are in Venus retrograde. So that brings up a lot of memories. That brings up people from the past, and that kind of thing. So one thing that you have to be weary of when retrograde comes around is that you don't just jump into people, back into people. You don't just call up people because you're thinking about, I mean, you can. I'm not saying don't call up people. If you want to call up someone and say, hey, how you doing? That's fine, right? But just be wary about it because the energy is an energy of nostalgia. So once the planets go direct again, will that energy of missing someone from the past still be there? Or is it just, for a couple of weeks? So I feel like this person in general, they may not have been very happy in the relationship or didn't tell you, or there was lies in the relationship that made them unhappy and made them have trust issues here, and it broke up this family. This is a clear breakup. I mean, I feel like this was if it wasn't a marriage, again, like I said, this is people who is probably together for a very long time, maybe even had children. With the Ten of Cups here, it's reversed due to lies, due to dishonesty, due to the Ace of Swords being reversed, which is a lack of truth. So that was either on their part or your part. If you were lying or not. What they want is the Four of Cups with the Hierophant. So what I'm seeing like now, and this goes back to what I was saying about the Six of Cups and things being in retrograde right now. I do feel like this person is kind of in this energy where they're thinking about you, they're missing you with the Four of Cups. If sometimes the Four of Cups upright is all about being bored. This person does not want what the universe is handing to him. Neither does he want the cups that are in front of him. He's just bored. But you can take the reverse to be meaning that maybe perhaps what this person formally rejected, they're now reconsidering. Maybe this person regrets that they didn't put enough work into the relationship to make it work, or they might regret at this point not expressing their emotions, because cups are about emotions. It could be about that, but I do feel like they're in a state right now where they are thinking about you fondly. They do miss you. They're remembering the good times, and it's kind of like they're realizing maybe that they let something good pass by. They missed a good opportunity, or they just didn't put in the work. And Hierophant is about marriages, institutions, commitments, that kind of thing, and it's like they just kind of let that go. So what I see in the near future, at the end of the next 2 weeks, we have Temperance reverse, Three of Swords, and Six of Swords. So Temperance someone could be a Sagittarius. At the end of the next 2 weeks, I still don't see this working with these cards. These are not pleasant cards, with the Three of Swords being right in the middle. That's heartache, that's heartbreak. That's often sometimes due to third party energy, but it does not always have to be. I really don't see any third parties on the board, but there could be, because we do have, trust issues, addictions, and, deceitful energy here. So that could be. But I think if there is, it's more to someone's addictions, not so much that someone left someone for someone else. But at the end of the next 2 weeks, I see a wanting to return with the Six of Swords. That's what that's usually about. But with Temperance being reversed, there is an inability to get this to come back together right now anyways. It's like you two just aren't meshing. You're not able to blend together, what the two of you want. Whatever this person wants and whatever you want, both of you having a hard time compromising. Temperance is about compromising. It's also about moderation. So with this codependency card and the moderation card coming up in reverse, again, there is a need for someone here, and I believe this is in your energy. So there is a need for someone to free themselves from some type of dependency. And I think that you might be having a hard time to do that. I feel like that's what you really want to do, but there's some difficulty, and it's hard. It's hard to get out of addictions. It's very difficult, but it's possible. I feel like sometimes the Six of Swords is about not learning lessons. It's about returning to a situation. This is another card of the Six of Swords. We got Six of Swords in your reading twice. It came up upright in your emotions and reversed in your in the next 2 weeks. So basically that means, like I said, it came up with the Seven of Swords before. So that could be deceiving oneself. Sometimes Six of Swords is about not learning your lesson. So you return to someone, and what ends up happening? The Three of Swords. Because there is a need to probably move forward and not so much move backwards. I've had this card, Six of Swords, come up for someone that ran back to an ex only to find out that that ex was with someone else, or even if they weren't with someone else, they find out that that ex was at least talking to several people, so, and that would definitely cause the Three of Swords energy, which is heartbreak, because you're not learning your lesson. So that's pretty much what I have for you right now, Scorpio Masculine. I hope that provided some clarity for you, and I hope that you're being safe out there, and you take care.